We've had people ask if they could see a tour of the dojo, so I thought I'd bring you around very quickly to show you where we train. So this is a sitting area by the front door. We have a bulletin board there. There's our belt system, at least from white to black. Every martial art has a different belt system. And of course we have many degrees of black belt as well. There's an old photo of Mr. Hayes and myself when I was 16, and then 30 years later we recreated that photo, 35 now. So this is the general overall area of the dojo. It's a 40 mat space along with places to sit. Here's another table and chairs here. Entranceway, front desk area where we have some things for sale, various weaponry, DVDs, self-defense things, pepper spray, things like that people can buy. Area here with some weapons for sale, some higher quality swords, some yari spears, hanbo. Then you move into the brochures. We have several papers here that for students to take home and do homework with. Various patches that the youth can earn for doing good things at home and at school. Belt applications. We also send a form home to make sure that the youth are doing good in school as far as their grades. If they don't do well at school, they do not move forward in their belt here. So the parents really appreciate that overlapping system of accountability. And also, how are they doing at home? Do they have a good attitude? If they don't progress. Some dojo shirts here. Media section here with several different DVDs and books by different authors. Lots of extracurricular material to bring home and work on by many different teachers of Budo. Some music CDs there if you like background music. Some scrolls with a nin symbol on it, sumie ink. Here we have some of the weapon racks. There's some handmade hanbo there. Different types of practice swords, some padded hanbo and batons. Here are some 36-inch hanbo, sanshakubo. These are the cards the students use to get their class credits. When you come in, you have a card and you leave it on the front desk, and it gets a stamp for each class you come to. That tells the instructors, depending on the color of the ink, what class you've attended for your next belt rank. You have to have so many classes in, and each type of class has a different colored stripe or stamp on it. There's a graduation list there. There's a photo of Masaki Hatsumi. There's some awards there on the wall. Padded hanbo, so when we do things that are harder, you're not hurting yourself with the wood. This is the Tenchi Jin syllabus that we use from the classical Bujinkan system. Literally 10 lifetimes of study right there. You have the 10 Ryaku Chi and the Jin Ryaku scrolls that we work from. Unbelievable amounts of technique to work on. You have a yari spear there, a wooden one. Here are some boken with and without tsuba guards. It's kind of a shorter boken. Bulletin board with stuff for the students to do, like Nerf nights and contests and things like that. Another sword rack here, more boken. Some EI swords. There's a naginata. Some more certificate awards up there. Another rack of boken with tsuba. This is a piece of Japanese art that I acquired. Another rack with more boken. There's a Chinese ken sword there, fukuru shinai, and some regular shinai swords there for when we hit harder. Some shoto wooden swords. This is some of our in-house students here. So when you're a new student, you get your name and picture on a stick, and then you start at white belt and work your way up through the ranks. So these are some of our students here. As you can see, they move up in the different colored belts as they progress over the years, put their time and effort in. Black belts at the top, a couple rows of black belts, higher degrees. Moving back here, there's a desk area where I do a lot of my computer work. Bonsai tree. Some of my certificates, ranks, and awards there. Some old stuff. That's one of the taikais with Hatsume I went to in the 80s. Germantown Barn Dojo from Mr. Hayes' old style, Toshindo. Different festivals, 9th annual festival with Fumio Manaka. Nice picture of a samurai with a naginata fighting off some arrows. That's pretty cool. It's a good one there. Some of my first ranks from the 1980s from Japan. A couple of awards from the Army and the military and police that I taught. This is a cool sword rack here. These are live blades. So these are all very sharp. Chinese ken. Various types of katana. Different color suka. There's a larger tachi battle sword. There's a signature by Toshiro Mifune. Those of you who like samurai cinema know who he is. He's the most famous samurai actor. There's a signed photo by Hatsumi. More swords. These are EI, so they're not live. They're not shinken. They're duller blades, so we can use these for iaido or different types of kenjutsu without harming each other. Only the higher level belts are allowed to use the metal swords. You have to earn your way into those. Another view of the mats. 40 tatami mats, 1.5 inches thick, so you don't hurt yourself when you're rolling or throwing each other. Underneath the mats, there's a foam core of 1/2 inch. High quality foam, so that also protects your back and your body from rolling over the years. We used to roll on hard wood, not very smart. Got smarter as we got older. Another bar and sitting area, half wall here where parents can sit and watch or students can talk. A couple of benches. Back here we have 2 changing rooms. So if you come in your gi, you don't have to change. Some people come with their clothes from work so they can change. Another changing room there. Back here we have water dispenser for after class. Make sure you stay hydrated. Back door with an entire area outside. You can't see today, it's too bright in the winter, but there's a training area out back. Full restroom there. Cubby holes for your shoes and tabby boots. Some tabby shoes for sale, indoor and outdoor. Coming back out to the main area. More cubbies for your shoes and jackets. Some incense, books for sale. There's a bonsai tree. Storage is up there beyond the shoji screens. Need a lot of storage in a school. There's the Yoroi Samurai armor. This one with a large horned helmet. Some various types of shuriken on the wall. Kusari Fundo. There's some sai, even though they're not technically Japanese Budo weapon, we do use them. Different types of fundo, some of them are chains, different sizes and weights. And then you have some rope fundo for safety so we don't bash each other with the metal. A couple of swords in the samurai armor. Several books over here. It's important to have a Budo library of many DVDs from different types of martial arts, different books from different authors of different kinds. And of course, no school would be complete without a Bob Ross to make sure that we have no happy accidents. Mirrors to assist in training, very important tool, especially with the youth. Good set of mirrors in a school is very important. Another board, a whiteboard that we use quite often when we're working on techniques of the day. Right now we're doing the Jinyaku Shime Gaeshi, which are counters to chokes, different types of choke counters, is our theme for tonight's black belt class. Up there you can see some of our mentors. These, a lot of people ask about, these are people that have committed to go to the black belt. It's called the Black Belt Club. Those of our students that have put in at least a year and a half and are committed to go all the way to black belt and further degrees. So those go up on the wall so that you have a visual cue, a representation, so that you can look up there and see your name as a reminder that you're trying to earn that goal. That's what those black belts represent. There's a real naginata, sharp. So wooden naginata. And here you have the kamidana, the spirit seat here. There's a shrine there. Torii gate. Shimenawa rope. You have the Kagami mirror. This is the dojo motto. Shikin haramitsu daiko myo. There's some kanji by Masaki Hatsumi, the Grand Master Soke of ninjutsu from Japan. This is a bell we ring before class to bring us to attention. This is a 300-year-old bell from Japan. Some 6-foot bow staves, rokushaku bow, we use quite a bit. And there's a 7-foot staff on the left there. Some more BBC members that have committed to 4, 5, 6 years to get their black belt. There's some more wooden naginatas that we use, polearm weapons. Down the mats here we have our striking equipment, very important to be using targets so you can hit full speed. Some more bow staves on the wall. There are some jo staves, shorter staves that we use, 5 feet, 4 feet long. There's a nice handmade katana. Samurai box, various patches, some more certificates and awards for the dojo. Over here we have hand targets that we beat quite a bit every night. Giant kicking shields for different types of kicks and tackles and takedowns and rolling. And then it brings us back to this front sitting area. So that's the dojo. Not very big, but a lot of hard work and effort went into building this place to keep it positive for our community to train and to get a little bit better each day. So that's a quick tour of the Dojo Martial Arts. We're located in Mason, Ohio, about 20 miles northeast of Cincinnati. Come visit us sometime.